live. I think I am. Welcome to my Tuesday night Stitch and Bitch stream. Um, I am. I've gotten quite far with my progress on my jumper. Like I said, I have been doing um, lots of knitting off stream actually in the evenings. It's what I do to kind of chill out, and I can't believe how much this has actually come along. Now I only need this back bit here to go to about 13 inches, so it is currently just over 11 inches, so I've only got nearly, well, just under 2 inches to go on the back before I'm shaping the arms. I'm really happy with how it's coming along, and I'm still only on the first ball of wool as well. And I can see Dave is first in the chat, so good evening, Dave. How are you? Are you good today? I have been. What have I been up to today? I was at work at the doctor's surgery this morning, and then I was working at the office this afternoon. That's what I've been up to. What have you been up to? I'm going to get on and start knitting straight away because that's what we're kind of here for. Hopefully my sound's okay this week. I did try and check it before I came on, and it looks like the settings have actually saved, because I had problems getting my webcam on my screen. I had to restart my computer because obviously I've got the two webcams now, and it was just being really difficult. OBS wasn't acknowledging the second webcam, so I had to restart the computer, and it actually worked, which was good. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pleasant Valley Picker says hi, so hello. And Zahir is here and walking out. Have you got headphones on, Zahir? I hope you're not just walking along the canal, just like listening to me. Have you had enough of me already? Being in the office all afternoon. Oh, good evening, Claire. Yeah, it's really coming along. I've been knitting quite crazy, like during the evening. So each evening I've been knitting for about 2, sometimes 3 hours. So it's really, really coming along. This is just the back though, so I've still got like the front and the sleeves to do. The front's going to be quite interesting because the front has got like a little pattern down the sides, like a panel. So I'm kind of looking forward to start the front section. I think that's why I'm kind of just knitting away, because I want to get started on the front. But yeah, it's coming along really nicely. I'm really happy, and the colours don't look quite right on here tonight, and maybe it's because I haven't got the lamp on, but this it looks like red on the camera, but it's really not. It's like this really bright pink, so it doesn't look quite right on the camera. Oh, good evening, Phoebe. Thanks for popping in. And Margaret and Karen as well has popped in to say hello. Say Epic. Was that Epic Colours? Epic Love Them Colours. Yeah, I think the Zahir really shows well with this wool. I wouldn't have gone for it, but I think I said on my last stream that Zara actually really wants this now. she was saw me knitting it the other evening, and she was like, "Mummy, who are you knitting that for?" I was like, "Oh," I said, "It's quite a small size." I said, "So it'll probably fit you." And I said, "Why do you want it?" And she was like, "Yes." So I think Zara's claimed it. But yeah. I've been web programming and uploaded my QuickBooks videos on YouTube. Follow and sub to me. Yeah, I've still got to do that. I know you sent me a message on Instagram to go and subscribe to you. I haven't actually managed to get around to doing that, but I will definitely check out your channel. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure whether I'm subscribed to you yet, Dave. I can't remember whether I am or not. I'm gonna have to have a look. Karen's asking, have you felt like you've got so much more time now you have the office? Absolutely, Karen. I feel so much more relaxed because when I come home, it's like home. I don't have to think about work, other than like obviously if I've got to iron my uniform or something like that for work the next day. I feel so much relaxed. Work feels like we're getting so much done at the office, and we're probably going to sound like a broken record with this, but the office spaces has really, really made us focus. When we are at work, we get so much work done. Like, I was only there for 4 hours today, and I managed to get 67 drafts on the computer. Now, normally, I I've been doing about 40 or 45 when I've been going in, but because I'm not in there Friday, I really, really wanted to kind of put in. So we stayed there until about 5:30 this evening, so a little bit later than we would normally. And I just wanted to be able to get that work on. I mean, I'm popping in for an hour after work tomorrow, but that's because I'm doing overtime at the surgery on Friday, and I'm not going to be there like the Friday morning. So I've tried to make up the hours. So in total, I normally do about, well, I say I normally do. I've worked it out that I should be capable of doing 8 hours a week at the office. So I did 2 on Sunday. I did an extra half an hour today. I'm planning on doing an extra hour tomorrow, and then we're kind of have to see how we go, because I can't allow any more time this week to be in the office. But it really has made a difference so much to our evenings. So yes, it has. Um, so he's just keeping an eye on me. I'm sure he's not Dave. I'm just going to catch up on the chat because I know I was terrible at trying to keep on top of it on Saturday. And Karen says, "Hi Z, thanks for the gizmo. He's still in box as Sophie's behaviour needs to change first." Oh, well, I really do hope she likes it. But yeah, we're kind of glad it's going to a good home. Oh, yeah, camera is warm, white looking face. Camera is normal, cool white. Okay. And the jumper is looking good. Oh, thank you. I'm really happy with that. Phoebe says 67 drafts in one day. Yeah, but like I said, I've just, because I know I'm not going to be at the office much this week. I really wanted to give Zahir a massive head start on like the hobby store, because he's been doing a lot of the listing on the second store. I'm still calling it the second store. We keep trying to change its name. It is the general store. And I'm going to pull myself up on it every time I say it, because that's the only way I'm going to learn. But yeah, on the general store, Zahir's been listing. So I've been taking responsibility for the RC stuff, because I know I can sit down and just do it, and then all he has to do is take the photographs and attach them and make the listings go live. So yeah, so that's going to be, other than if I can get an hour's work done tomorrow, that's going to be it for me for the week, until I'm next in there on Tuesday. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I've heard of these irons. What do they do? Oh, I don't know. Wowzers, I thought 55 was good for me, working 8 solid hours today. Yeah, but Karen, you're doing individual items. I'm working from a listing template, and it's all the same product. So, well, I say all the same product. It's all the same brand. So all I have to do is put in a part number and make sure the title is right. And so I'm entering like about 3 or 4 bits on my listing, and that's it. So that's why I can get that amount done. If I was doing individual items, if I was listing on the general store, there's no way I would have gotten that amount done. Really, really wouldn't have. You Yeah, you've just got to remember I do work from a template, so it's I set myself up so that I don't have to fill in too much detail other than model number, title, the price, and the quantity, and that's it. That's it. So that's all it is. 8 hours a week, incredible bag planning out every day to impress. Yeah, the thing is, I've got to, because I've got a full-time job. I've got to work out how much time I can have at the office. So when I'm there, I want to put in as much time as I can, and it's making me more relaxed. I can't complain. I'm so much more chilled out, and like I can come home and really just switch off, like completely switch off, knowing that the work's been done. So it's working well, really working well. Z doing clothes, Beck doing RC. What happened to reality? I know I've got a little knot in my. I know it's all okay. I know it has changed a little bit. Um, he would having to think about possibly getting a mannequin. I think because we're going to need one for like the men's clothes and for the women. I used to do it at home with a hanger with a nail in the wall, and that's not quite working at the office because we haven't really got space to kind of. Well, we've got the photo set up, but because of like the backing paper that we use on the photo setup, there's no way to actually hang a hanger from that setup, so he's having to kind of flat lay it on there at the moment, which looks okay. I do prefer it when it's hanging up, so I'm not complaining the way he's doing the photos. I think it's awesome that he's doing them. So, but it's just I would prefer it if they could be hung. And it's just, yeah, it's not. We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to get a stand-in mannequin, because then what we can do is just have that on, like have it set up so that it kind of looks good. But yeah, it is a little bit of a switch around. But like I said, I can just get my head down and do the quantity. So I think that's all it is. Um, do you want Dolly, as I'm getting rid of her, DM me your address and I'll send her. Might just want a new cover. Thank you, Karen. I will have a. I will send you a message. I'll send you a message. So you're having to list for him? No, not really, Dave. We're splitting it. We're working to our strengths. At the end of the day, we both work on this business, so it's when he's got me, he's got to use. That sounds really terrible. He's got to use me. I really need to think about what I'm saying. When I'm at the office, he's got to look at it from the point of view how much work does needs to get done. If it changes and he needs me to work and list on the general store, that will change. But at the moment, we're trying to keep the numbers going on the main store, as well as building up the second store. So that's why it's split that way, because I am much better at getting through the quantity. I'm not saying he's rubbish at it, but I can sit down and do the same listing again and again and again and again, whereas Zahir does like to change it up a little bit, and we've got to work to each other's strengths. So and that's it. Maximize hours, clear mind after everything done. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Pleasant Valley Picker. Exactly. Could you see as a mannequin? I'm not sure he wants to model the clothes. I'm really not sure. I got a female mannequin, but Karen told me to turn it around for men's clothes. Not really working well. Two big lumps on a mannequin distracting. Okay, I hadn't thought of that. You release anything, so it makes sense. You listing bulk stuff, then he can photo. Yeah, exactly. I know, Pleasant Valley Picker. I know, awful. I know, but when my time's limited, I think the best thing to do is to have a look at it and see what's needed. And at the moment, that's what's needed. We're needing to get through the RC. I mean, we've got so much unlisted stock on the RC. It's absolutely crazy. And last time we did this with the Thunder Tiger stuff, our original haul, it was all listed within a matter of months, because if you remember, Zahir was dealing with a lot of that stuff on his own, and he was getting so fed up and frustrated with it that he didn't want to do it. He actually wanted to kind of get rid of that haul, which would have been the biggest mistake like ever, if he had gone through and did that. But when it came to me listing, and helping him out with it and sorting it and getting a system like to organise the stock as well, because that's what's important as well. Once you've got, it's all fine to list the stock, but you've got to kind of organise it in a certain way so you can actually find it. And luckily so far we haven't had any problems with that. So, but yeah, it's good to kind of do that. Yeah, he does. I know. I know, Dave. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'd like to try and filter myself sometimes, but then I don't. It just doesn't happen. And then I just say the ridiculous, like just such ridiculous things. I yeah. there was um there was this, when me and Zahir first started dating. Actually, I think it was our first date. And he asked me a question, and my response was, "I'm easy," and that's just, that's just like completely the wrong thing to say. Obviously, on your first date, yeah, I'm easy. No, that's just wrong. Anyway. Oh, looks like Debenhams might be in administration shortly. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound good. Flippity D says, "Is there more storage room at the office?" There's there's enough space for what we are using it for at the moment. We do. I want to get some more of like the kind of, I know them as like tote boxes, but I don't think that's the right word for them. But I want to get some more of those, and because they're quite big boxes and you can put quite a lot of things and they will suit our stock, particularly when it comes to RC stuff, and I think they'll work well with the clothing and as well. So I want to get some more of those style, because they are really nice and stackable, but we just need to kind of make a bit of money and budget for them, to come out of the business, really. So we are gonna work on that and sort that out pretty soon, so that we can kind of have, because our storage is kind of a little bit different. Like up here, I was using for the clothing like the plastic. They were quite cheap boxes, I think. I can't remember where we got them. Pound Stretcher, probably, like ages and ages ago. And we just continue to use them for the clothing. But I kind of want to move over to the more of like the style that we have for the RC boxes, because they're so better to stack, so much easier, and you can fill a lot in them. So that's what I want to do for like pretty much everything. But yeah, there's plenty of storage at the moment. We haven't. I think we could fill it. Not fill it much more, but if we organise the space a little bit better, because it's still work in progress a bit, because we're trying to separate it between listed and unlisted, so that we have a better idea of what's unlisted. But it sounds really bad, but I think we're working on about maybe 40 or 50% that's unlisted, but that's mainly the RC stuff, so which it kind of makes sense, really. So if you notice my little cross on the table, that's to remind me roughly where I've got to have my knitting, because I kept going out of frame last time. How amazing how much RC is left after all the months of selling it. Yeah, it's the thing is we have bought more RC parts over the 2 years, so it's not all from the first haul. So the stuff, like the new stuff that we're listing now, is all out of a recent haul that we had. So yeah. Yeah, it was quite funny when he was overwhelmed by it. Organisation is key. When I see resellers with, sorry, it's just jumped. Resellers with stock just everywhere. I get the shakes. Yeah, I think it really, really is. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep on top, but yeah, um, on top of things. There I go again. Yeah, I know Pleasant Valley Picker. I know it's really bad. I know it is. Like I said, I need to filter myself a little bit more, I think. Um, just don't go doing your back and lifting them up and down. Um, I need to get another 3 units, but like you need to make them. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Zahir was like, "Oh, shall I buy them?" And I was just like, "No, let's just budget for them first. Like, let's get some, cash back in. Because taking on the office space, it does, you know, it it is an expense, and obviously we've got to kind of make sure that we're making the money, before we start investing in. I know the storage really does need to be sorted out, but it can wait until we've kind of, you know, seen how things go first. So how is week 2 at the office? It's really good. I'm really, really loving it. Just loving what it's done for the home life as well. It's just, it really, really has been like brilliant for home life. Me and Zahir spending. It's not like we don't talk to each other. I just want to make that clear. But we are spending more time together because in the evenings he was like so distracted by not only Fortnite, okay, a little bit on Fortnite, but even if we got a question in or something like that, or packaging, he would go, "Oh, I better start on the packaging so that it makes his day easier." He hasn't got that option. Like it's all back at the office, so you know what? He has to clock off, and I think it's really, really, um, really structured his day, structured our day when it comes to like what we do in the evenings. Like, you know, we actually sit down and have a conversation occasionally and enjoy each other's company, so which is nice. Watch a little bit of TV. Organisation helps, yeah, absolutely. Back home, Alf had to wait till nearly the end. Oh, okay. uh, as he always does here, as he always does. Um, Becks didn't hear you. No, I didn't. Oh dear. Yeah, Zahir does do the lifting at the office. He really does. I don't really have to do all of that stuff. If it's an easy box, I'll do it. But yeah, he's good at that. He kind of takes control. Um, yeah, no, he will. He does look after himself. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it can be. It can be like back pain. Like back injuries are not good. They are not good. Sorry, I'm moving my hands again. Yes, Dave, that was the plan. That was the original plan. We knew the timing wasn't right with the office. I'm going to be completely honest. I think we've actually said this. The timing was not right. We would have preferred to have finished up with the PayPal Capital because we've got another few months on it yet. We would have preferred to have been paid up with that before taking on the office space, but the location was just, it was just too good. It was just, you know, and sometimes, like I always say this to Zahir, if you put it down to a point where you're sitting there thinking it's not the right time to do it, I said, I, I say this to him all the time. I'm like, it's never going to be the right time if that's the way you wanna. If you're looking of ways to put it off, then it's never going to be the right time. So yeah, it wasn't brilliant timing, but and we would have preferred to have waited until the PayPal working capital had been paid off. But yeah, that was the original plan, but it was just location was just too good. Yeah, I really wanted something close to home, and it was just a good good from that point of view. And yeah, um, you could argue it might have still been available, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, I have deleted eBay off my main phone. I only have it on my work phone now. Sounds posh. It's a phone without a SIM. I think that's a really good idea. I mean, I still have eBay on my phone, and Zahir still has eBay on his. Um, but yeah, I think if you've got a work phone and like your own personal phone, I think that's quite a good thing to do, because then it is separating it, and I think that's one thing that that's kind of important, to be able to separate your work life and your home life. Like if you had a regular job, if you're employed, and you would actually have like that shut off. And I think that's really, really important, and I think that's what this office is actually doing for us. It's given us that, it's okay, you have done your day's work, now you can just go home and enjoy your evening. And I think we've really chilled out because of it. Sorry, I'm just writing that down because I need to mark my thing. She said fortnight. Yeah, I did. I love it when you speak your mind. I speak my mind quite a lot, actually. Believe it or not. Enjoy each other's company. You're messing with our minds. Oh dear. Yeah. Things to do in the evenings, yeah. Dear. Let me just catch up, because I know I fell really far behind on Saturday night. It was just ridiculous. Having a work and home phone. Yeah, I know, Sahir, that is a good idea, isn't it? Um, yeah. Oh, you have auto decline and accept on stuff. It's my old phone without a SIM. I'm seriously splitting work from home. Yeah, it's a good idea. I like that. Um, yeah, and so here's just saying what I've pretty much said. Dave's asking what's the ping like. Oh, do we want to get involved in Zahir's ping? I'm not sure. I need to reply to offers. I just have a large shelving unit. Well, I saw your video, Karen, about where you've put the way you've divided your living room. I think it's a really good idea. I think you've like me and Zahir were saying this when we were talking the other day. You have to be really, really disciplined when you're working from home. You really, really have to be able to put your head down and just get that work done. And I think what the office has done for us is to give us that workspace, and then that structure that we were craving. We just, it's not that we couldn't be disciplined. We probably could have if we'd. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know, because I think there is so many distractions when you're working, like when you're trying to run a business from your home. There were so many distractions, and if you're rubbish at putting that discipline in, and it is something you can learn and you can adjust to, but it's whether you're you're committed to doing that, and whether you just kind of sink into the distraction too much. And you really do, really do have to have that. For some reason, your face cam has gone a little red. I don't know whether it's the lighting. I haven't switched my light on the wall on. I can do it now. Let me see if I can do it now, because that might change it. 1 second. Hopefully, I'll try not to pull the blooming cable out. 1 second. Let me see if I can stretch across. You don't think it's the cam? Why wouldn't it be the camera? Oh, I get it. I get it. But is it any better, or is it still red? Oh dear. Man, I'm really slow on that one today. It's only because Pleasant Valley Pickers just put ping, really? Oh dear. For me, it's not stopping work and to not be constantly looking at it. I need the discipline to stop. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It can go the other way. Like, as in, you don't know when to call it a day. Like, stopping for the day. Because the thing is, although it's your business and you really do want to work on it and work hard, um, and see progress, and you do need the downtime as well. And I know, Karen, you've always said this to me in my vlogs, when you've been watching my vlogs, and you've always kind of pulled me up on it and said, look, you need to kind of rest as well. But yeah, you do need to kind of have that cut off. And I think that's something that I've been guilty of not necessarily, you know not knowing when to kind of stop, when it's enough for the day. Like, I always pile all this stuff on, and just recently, actually, this is I've actually been asking the girls to do a bit more housework around the house. So at the weekends, they've been hoovering. Like, so one of them hoovered downstairs the other day, the other one hoovered up in the bedrooms. They've been doing the stairs as well for me, and then all I've got to do is like run around and like clean the bathrooms and stuff like that, because I know we all use them, but I'm still very like, no, I'm fine, I'll do those. But yeah, I just it's kind of like when you've been doing like the housework and that sort of thing for so many years. It's kind of like letting go of little tasks, and the girls are getting at that age where they do need to know how to kind of look after the house and tidy up a bit after themselves. But then they're really good in their bedrooms. Well, apart from Hannah, sometimes she's a little bit of a messy one. Zara's really good with her bedroom. But giving them that little bit of responsibility, I kind of feel is important. And Zahir said, like, he's been saying it to me for years. He's like, you spoil them so much, you do so much for them. And I always used to just say to him, well, I also do all those things for you as well. So, because like, washing clothes and cleaning up the house, he doesn't really have to get involved in that. And I'm like, I'm doing it for all of you, really. So, but I kind of agree, since being more full time at work and things like that, I've kind of had to let things go a little bit, and that was hard. That was a hard adjustment. It's hard to be disciplined. I end up watching knitting streams with Charming Young Knitting. No, Beck. It was a joke from before. Yeah, well, I've turned the light on now. Good at handing out the advice. Yeah, but Karen, it's helped me. It's I'm much more relaxed than when I first started doing my vlogs, I think. I really, really feel a lot more relaxed. Phoebe says, I'm really lucky I can shut the door on my office and stock room and just go downstairs to live. Um, Daz and I have no stock in the living room, and spoken rule works for us. I mean, I think that's really, really awesome. I really, really do. I mean, when the stock was at home, it was creeping into our living room, but that's because we just we were running out of space, and it was just getting too much. It was taking up the conservatory, then it was taking up the room that I'm using now. This is just so like upstairs is Hannah's bedroom. So you can see, I don't know if you can see the stairs actually behind me. You may just about up here, a stairs up to the loft room where Hannah has her bedroom. This is like a little study area, which I was using for my stock, and yeah, and this is like I share this computer with the girls basically, so they play games and stuff like that on it. When I'm not streaming or making videos. But yeah, I think it's really, really important to be able to shut that door and not have it in your living space. And it was creeping into our living space. Every time we got a bigger haul, it was ended up in the front room, and while we were sorting it. So, and that's not good for anybody. Um, get the girls working too. Yeah. Well, they're starting to help around the house, so I am kind of getting them to work a little. Um, Karen says kids have jobs here. They have made their own breakfast from the age of 5, and since junior school they've been making their own packed lunch. This week they have been my rubbish disposal service. Oh, yeah. No, I think it's really good for. I mean, when I was at home, my mum used to leave us with little jobs to do around the house, and we used to get on with them. I don't know why I was so against giving the girls jobs to do around the house while they were young. I really don't know. It's just something that I never got into, and even when Zahir used to say things like that to me, I used to be like, nope, nope, I don't want them doing it, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. But uh, the more of, I suppose part of it was because I wasn't working. I was 7 years out of work, kind of raising the children while they were young, and I didn't have a job, so the house kind of, it felt like that became my job. That's what I used to do, and I suppose it was a little bit difficult letting go of that, even when I got into full-time work like previously. I always found it difficult to kind of allow allow Zahir to take some work off of me, or even giving it to the girls to do it. Obviously I expected them to keep their bedrooms tidy, but that was as far as it went. But yeah, I think it was a bit of that. Yeah, exactly. Um, Zia's right, you spoil everyone. Yeah, I probably do a little. And it is really good to teach the children from a young age, like responsibility, giving them something to be responsible for. It is important. Something I haven't been great at. Margaret Stewart says my son has been learning how to cook in carbs. Now he makes my bacon fries. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. I mean, the girls, they actually do a little bit of baking. They don't really cook dinners, um, but they do a bit of baking. They do like the fun baking. So like cakes and things like that. They do that sort of thing. Like me and Zahir come home today, um, and they had made cupcakes because obviously they're on half term. So even though we're still working, they're on half term. So and yeah, they made cupcakes. So we came home to cupcakes today, which was nice. Oh goodness, are you talking about the conservatories here? We're thinking ping pong table and coffee setup. No, you're thinking ping pong table and coffee setup. And the girls are kind of agreeing with you, which is not right. I was thinking more of a chilled out, have a sofa in that room, like, I'll allow the coffee machine. Coffee machine can be in there. I wasn't thinking ping pong. And Margaret says he cooks them better than me, Zahir. I burn the bacon. Oh, we quite like our bacon crispy. Some people might think it's burnt, but we like it. It's good to uh, it's good for kids to learn to cook. I find I still have my early day cooking habits 30 years later. I think it is important. I mean, the girls both did like home economics at school. Well, we call it home economics, or maybe I call it home economics. That's the way I was told it was. Home economics was cooking at school. That's what we used to call it at school. Um, and so they both have done that, and they enjoyed doing that. Um, I'm out of. I need to sit there. I've just realised my hands have been in the wrong place. It's not good, is it? But yeah, they both took part in cooking at school. But they only get like one term, I think. And I'm not even sure that Zara and Hannah get it now because well, Zara's in year 9, so they're starting to you know study for their GCSEs even in year 9. This is how early they're starting them on their GCSE studies. And Hannah's obviously taken her GCSEs now. Well, she's starting them in the next few weeks. She's already started her art practical exam, so that she's not going to be doing any more cooking. But I think it's brilliant if they can cook at home. They actually made cinnamon like French toast. That smelled really nice. The first time they made it didn't smell very nice, but they realised they had done something like quite. I don't know what they had done wrong. Maybe it was because they didn't soak it for long enough, but neither of them actually enjoyed it. But the second time they made it turned out really well. I really learned how to cook at college. Can't live on cafeteria food. No, it's true. And the thing is, you can make some really good, um, like even with like just basics of cooking. Knowing how to cook for yourself is, I think, is really, really important. And you can save some money with it as well. Particularly if you have leftovers. Yeah, bacon can be hard not to burn, especially when trying to get the crispy finish. It can be, yeah. I normally, I normally just finish it off in the oven, to be quite honest, to try and make it crispy, on a really low heat. So I kind of start it in the pan, and then I just put it in the oven for 5 odd minutes, just to kind of make it crispy. You got permission for the coffee machine. Yeah, now we just need. Yeah, do you know what's here? It's I don't think. I don't think we should have a ping pong table in that conservatory. It's not what I had in mind, if I'm honest. Um, I did GCSE maths at 42 years old. It's not bad. No, from the point of view of like the camera, I just looked at my camera and I was like, oh goodness, my hands are in the wrong place. Because that I put a little. I showed you my little. Yeah. See, they were in the wrong place for a little bit. It's just to remind me. Um, I'm absolutely hopeless at cooking. Have no interest in being in the kitchen at all. Oh well, can't be good at everything, I guess. Funny thing is, I love watching MasterChef. Yeah, but watching cooking programs is different though, because I wouldn't say I enjoy cooking. I kind of do it because like you kind of have to. um, Zahir is probably much more adventurous when it comes to cooking in the kitchen, and he is so much better at making certain things than I am. Um, and yeah, and I'm not sure whether he enjoys it, um, but he does make some really nice dinners. So, um, but watching cooking programs is different, I think anyway. Son came home from Cub Camp and asked for eggy bread and then put sugar on it. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love cooking meatloaf. That's Pleasant Valley. Can we have a live stitch counter, like on the Fitbit steps per minute? Um, I don't know what you mean. Like how many stitches I've done or how many rows. Rows wise, I have done. Where did I start? I started on 82 and now I'm on 87, so I've done. Oh, gone into the wrong stitch there. I've done 80. Uh, so I've done 5 rows in total on this stream. But stitches, oh, I don't know. Too many stitches to count. Because yeah. But rows wise, I've done 5 rows. This is the 6th row. Yeah, I think that's it, Zahir. I agree with you there because on the nights when neither of us have felt like cooking, when we've both gone into the kitchen and actually cooked together, it's made it much more kind of doable. um, Starting to cook can be meh. Once I start though, I love it. Yeah, yeah. I think yeah. I think because sometimes like you just don't like the thought of starting cooking. Yeah. But on nights where we have actually gone into the kitchen and both kind of helped kind of prepare dinner, that's been a lot easier to kind of go, yeah, actually, this has been quite nice. How many calories have you burned with stitching? Probably not that many, because I think my calorie intake has been the last couple of days. It feels like it's been really high because I've been tracking my calories again on my phone, and it feels like it's been really high. Um, like I think then again, I haven't even put my dinner in it, and I was already hitting 1,000, over 1,000 calories today, and I haven't updated and put my dinner on my app yet, so I've got to do that yet. So don't know how many calories I've burnt though. That's a quick answer. Just entering a Bernardo's receipt uh, into QuickBooks, and the item description says children non-hanging. I'm guessing it's to do with clothing, Dave. because we have a Bernardo's that it does stuff that's on hangers, and then it does stuff that's in just like a big bin. And generally the children's stuff is in a big bin. So I wonder if it's that non-hanging, children non-hanging, as in like, starting to cook. Oh, Pleasant Valley, you're making me laugh. Starting to cook a meal is harder than finishing one. Yeah, definitely. It definitely is. Oh, Margaret, yeah. My other half watched Jamie Oliver, bought the book, bought the book, bought the ingredients, made the chicken pie, left an awful mess in his wake. Never again I hid the damn book. I know. Do you know what? Sometimes trying those recipes, yeah, it's just, oh, it's just, yeah, you just make a mess, don't you? Oh dear. It was a Tommy toy. Oh really? Okay. Well, that seems like a strange thing to put on a receipt. Why not put it as a child's toy? Totally unfinished meals all day long. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that reminds me actually, I forgot to put in my app what I ate in the evening yesterday as well. So my calorie intake yesterday was like awful. Absolutely awful. And I'm sitting here remembering stuff that I forgot to put on the app yesterday. I normally try and update it at the time, but that's a little bit difficult when I'm at work. So if I'm at work, as long as I can do that, like if I'm on lunch, I mean, and put it into my phone. If I remember to put it into my phone, it's fine. But like yesterday evening, like I ate something in the evening, and I didn't. I've just realised I haven't even put that in my phone, which I should have done. Which is just silly, really. Especially when I'm trying to keep track of them at the moment. Because the thing is, like, I haven't been walking as much. Zahir's been doing a lot of the dog walks. Like, I'm kind of a bit disappointed because Zahir's gone out and he's already walked Alf. But Alf really did need to go for his walk. And obviously I was here doing the stream. So I'm kind of a bit disappointed that I haven't walked this evening. But I don't know. I need to work on my walking again because I'm not even getting to like 10,000 steps during the day now, and that's just wrong. I love making you laugh, Beck. You deserve to laugh after all the work. Well, thank you. I appreciate being yeah, being able to laugh. I enjoy it. Pleasant Valley Picker says, you're like me and Z, we both love food. Oh, well, come on, Dave. Oh, do you know what? Right, I would attempt that. I really would. But that's just me feeling tired and trying to concentrate on knitting. I would just make a mess of that, really. I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't even say it. I'm just gonna grab quick water. Sorry, bear with me. I'm sorry if you heard that. I should really mute my mic, and then you don't hear me drinking when you're drunk. Oh, Dave, no. That's even worse. I'm just tired, and I'll trip over that word. those words. I really would. Yeah. Alright. See, I'm trying to finish this row. I've just realised I've got 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes. I'm trying not to go over tonight. I've noticed recently I'm going over by about 10 minutes odd on my videos. And I have stated that I'm only doing an hour at the moment, so. And until that changes, I do kind of like to stick to it. Because, you know what, I went to the shops today, went and got the dinner bits, and then forgot all of like the toiletry stuff that we need to get. So now I've got to go back to the shop and get the toiletry bits. How ridiculous is that? That's what happens, you see, when you don't go shopping with a list. See, this will make you laugh. Actually, I don't know whether it'll make you laugh. It might make you laugh. I said to Zahir, we need to go shopping after we finish at the office because we need to get a couple of nights dinner. But we're gonna have to go home first because I'm gonna need to go and get a list, look in the cupboards and see what we need, right? So he had to pop home earlier while I was at work. So he come home and took a picture of the food cupboards and the fridge just so that we knew what we needed when we were out. And that just made me laugh. We were in Aldi, and he was like, "Oh, it's okay," because I said to him, "Oh, have we got spaghetti?" And he pulled out the picture on his phone. He was like, "Yeah, we've got spaghetti. Look." And it just made me laugh because on his phone he had a picture of each of our cupboards and our fridge. So, I absolutely found that funny. Why don't you get a proper cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot? Job for Z. For Z. When you get in the Uber coffee machine going again. I know you've asked that to Zahir. We need to sort out the we need to sort out the what do you call it? Conservatory. Once the conservatory sorted out, because it needs a repaint, so we need to give it a bit of a paint, give it a bit of a clean up, and as soon as we've done that, then the coffee machine will be set up, hoping like in a few weeks time. It probably won't be fully ready in a few weeks time because we're going to have to furnish it as well, so but yeah. Be careful with words tonight. Beck, you've said some funny stuff tonight. Oh, do you know what? See, this is what happens, right? When I don't filter myself, like I said, when I'm just talking and not really thinking, and then I just say some really silly stuff. That's what I would do if I say. Well, that's the thing, Dave. Right? It just absolutely made me laugh when he pulled out his phone and he was like, "It's alright, I've got a photo." Like, yeah, we've got spaghetti in the cupboard. I was like, okay, cool, that's good. But it made me laugh. Has he gone to play Fortnite? He may have done. Well done for the tongue twister. I had to think about that one. I thought I'd try that one. The other one would have just, yeah, I'm not sure I would have been able to do that one. He loves food so much he has pictures on his phone. Yeah, he was just like, right, what have I got in my cupboards? When I get home, I'm going to eat that. See, that's what he's doing. Right, okay, so we are nearly approaching the hour. I think I'm going to have to call it a night, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to get started on another row, otherwise I'm going to end up going over. And I really need to go back to Aldi and go and get the toiletries sorted out. That's why we like you, Beck. Oh, it's been one of those evenings. A little bit yeah, a little bit of a crazy one. Anyway, I'm gonna go because, like I said, I've got to go back to Aldi and go and finish off getting the toiletries that I forgot earlier. Hopefully, it won't take me too long. So he's got to go as well because he's going to be driving me. Um, yes. Oh, thank you for joining me over on Twitch. I'm not going to even say your name because I'll probably say it completely wrong. But I really appreciate you coming and watching. I've been lurking, so said so hi and bye. Oh well, thank you for joining me over on Twitch. Um, anyway, I'm gonna go. I don't want to drag this out. Um, thanks for keeping me company while Liz Becks. Take care. Oh, thank you for joining me. Oh, you can just call me Bobo. Okay, thank you, Boba. um, yeah, so I am gonna go. I'm tired. I need to go and get shopping sorted, and I'm gonna probably do some more knitting later on. See how much further I can get with this jumper because it's become really, really addictive to kind of just see how far I can get on it. Anyway, thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back on Saturday at 7. Is it 7:30? I think it's 7:30 Saturday night with another Stitch and Bitch stream. I'm hoping to put out another video this week on Thursday, possibly, if I've got a chance to record it. Anyway, I will catch you next time. Bye. And now I've got to find where I finish. Here we go.